small. I've been with LuLaRoe just shy of 3 years. In about 2 months, it'll be 3 years. I am also a yoga teacher, and I am a mom to 2 girls who are 11 and 5. Before LuLaRoe, I was really searching for something to fill a void where my passion, while I love yoga, wasn't really being fulfilled because my passion was fashion. So I love styling. I am the friend that wants to come shopping with you. I am the friend who you'll call and ask if something goes together. I'm the friend who you'll borrow shoes from if you fit in a size 7. I am the friend that is not afraid to tell you what I think of your outfit. You know, I want you to always look your best. So I was really looking for a way to have this personal styling business, but I didn't know how. So enter LuLaRoe. So I had toyed with starting my own personal shopping, personal styling business, even so going so far as to creating a company name. But I was a little bit lost at how to go forward with this. And so when the LuLaRoe opportunity was presented to me super randomly, and all I did was get a pair of leggings that I thought I would teach yoga in, I kind of just jumped on it. I remember sitting there on the couch with my husband and saying, I think I want to do this. And him going, well, you can't find any news articles and you can't find any research on this company. What do you mean you want to do this? And me saying, no, I think this is the right thing for me. And so my husband, being the awesome man that he is, said, if you're 100% behind this, then I'm 100% behind you, and go for it. So in April of 2016, I submitted my paperwork, and at that time there was a really long, crazy wait to be onboarded because so many women had just found out about LuLaRoe. So I went to the training in New York about a week after submitting my paperwork, and I was really lucky. Maybe it was all of those prayers to Ganesh. You're gonna have to believe that. I was really lucky, and I won the Q Club lottery. So if you are more recent to LuLaRoe, you wouldn't know about this, but when they were LuLaRoe was doing their training tours in the spring of 2016, they would pick a deck of cards. They would pick a card at random. So everybody who was in the queue could get a card. And then they would pick a card, and if that was your card, that was it. Bam. Instead of waiting 2-3 months, you would be onboarded right away. So I started my journey like super fast. I remember running to a Bank of America in Manhattan and trying to open a business bank account because I thought everything was gonna happen that day. Got it. I know, I thought I was like, sorry. Okay. And so it began. And so my journey with LuLaRoe began in, actually it was May. It was the beginning of May by the time I did get my call. And that was it. And immediately I was in love. I was in love with helping women feel beautiful, find clothes that fit, that were flattering, that were colorful. Oh my gosh. Coming from the New York metro area, black is the color. And to actually bring blues and pinks and yellows and greens, you know, into your wardrobe, that's huge, huge. So what I first fell in love with LuLaRoe was the colors and the patterns and just the fun behind the clothes. As a big fashion person, I love seeing all of the color and the texture and the prints and the patterns on a couture runway. Nothing that in my wildest dreams would I ever be wearing in real life, but that was somehow missed in translation when going to a store in the mall. So all that fun, all that creativity, all that animation of fashion wasn't there. And LuLaRoe brought that back to everyone. And regardless of size, regardless of shape, you could take a little bit of that high end and make it yours. So I talk about why I love LuLaRoe and all of the colors, and this is inspiration for me from the magazines. You know, it's the pattern mixing and that playfulness. It's the animal print and the stripes. It's the plaids and the florals. It's the fun print leggings and the striped tops. Like, all of this is here for you, but it's not Gucci, it's LuLaRoe. So I truly believe that this is what I was born to do. There's lots of stories that have been told to me about when I was around 3 years old, of going into my closet, my mom hated this, and ripping down dress after dress, and I would wear something for about an hour, and then I would go back upstairs to my closet, leave it on the floor, and pull something else down and change my outfit, because I have always been drawn to clothes. And there's styles like this, which I love and I'll wear, but it's a crazy pattern mix. You have a leopard Lola and a floral Gigi, but it works and it looks so fun. And I do have, believe it or not, I have customers who will take on the pattern mix challenge. Oh, something that I actually completely forgot to talk about this is I have a stripes gang in my group. We have a hashtag, and when I met one of my customers who lives in Alabama and New York City this past November, she brought me pins to send with packages that actually say hashtag stripes gang. So whenever I get new stripes in, like these, there's always a little hashtag, like our gang sign, our stripes gang sign. So it's pretty funny that we have a little gang in our. So I chose LuLaRoe because really I fell in love with the clothes, and I fell in love with the chance to have my own business that I could run out of my home while my preschooler was home with me, while my older daughter was at school, and while my husband was at work. So it was something that I could do on my own. I'm still a one-woman show, as it is today, and run it at my pace. So I wear a lot of hats. So there's mom, there's wife, there's friend, daughter, sister, yoga teacher, and business owner. And the beauty of LuLaRoe is that I don't really have to sacrifice any of those roles, any of those hats for what I need. And it allows me to either scale up if I think that I want to go on vacation, like we went to Hawaii, so I knew I had to, my husband would say, you better get hustling. Or it allows me to scale down when my older daughter will say something to me like, Mommy, I know you're not listening. And then it makes me take a step back. But the beauty of the business as a whole is that I choose. I choose where I want to be. I choose what time I want to devote, and I can make conscious decisions as to the amount of time I want to put in, and knowing what I will get back. And there's really no business like that where you can just have your kids playing. Like, I have a playroom right next to me. I'll have to show you. Next to you. And then be working here, taking pictures of outfits, or going live and having your 5-year-old making silly faces to you from behind the camera, and just laughing. So I think that the balance that I have with LuLaRoe is amazing. So you can see I'm wearing my necklace that I received from LuLaRoe for hitting a certain sales goal. And I worked really hard to maintain this, and I continue to work hard to reach that sales goal. And I'm not a top earner by any stretch of the word, but I'm really happy with where I am, and I think that's most important. And I think that I put in the effort, and I truly love LuLaRoe, and I love what I do. And I was so lucky that I think that it was recognized, and my mentor reached out to me and asked if I would go to Wyoming this past fall to go to a special training LuLaRoe was sponsoring. And I thought she was joking when she asked me. I was so floored because I don't have a big team. I kind of just do my thing. I love to sell my outfits. But I was asked, and it was amazing. And to spend time with other retailers who I hadn't known, who I grew really close to as well through the trip, and other retailers on my team, it was amazing, an amazing experience. And something that I never thought would happen to me. And when I was posting pictures on Facebook, my friends, the school moms, their jaws were kind of dropping, like, virtually, like, what are you doing in Wyoming? Why are you with horses? Why are you on a ranch? And it was very cool, because you think about it, I'm this suburban mom with a kindergartner and a 5th grader, and I got invited to go out to Wyoming for this horse experience. And mind you, I don't even have any pets. And so that was shocking for people. And find out about myself, and find out even more, I guess, how much more in love with LuLaRoe, if I wasn't already. It kind of pushed me even more. And we talked about riding for the brand, and there's really only one other brand that I ride for, and that's the yoga studio that I teach at. And it takes a certain dedication to really feel that and feel the power of that. So I think it's really cool that LuLaRoe sponsors so many trainings that are not about sales and how you can sell more. It's really about personal development. So the whole trip to Wyoming, there was not a talk about sales in it. It was about how I can achieve my dreams. I can achieve my goals. It was about creating visions for myself, for my family. And I really don't know where else I could have that, where else that would be offered to me. It's amazing, the things that you get. The way that LuLaRoe really just wants you to succeed, not necessarily succeed in your LuLaRoe business, but succeed as being you, succeed in life, succeed as a mom, succeed as a wife, succeed as a woman, just succeed in yourself, succeeding. LuLaRoe Convention is one of my favorite events. I have been going since I started, so what would that be? This will be my fourth? Yes, this will be my 4th convention. So every year that I've gone to convention, I've been able to have talks with members of home office, varying. And this past time, I was really excited to have some time with the PR team just to ask about different things that were being done. And at that time, the Americana collection had been released, and I worked in PR for a time. So I truly just had an interest in what was being done, and they sat down with me during their lunch, and they're working, and were so kind and listened to me, and asked me questions and answered any questions I had. It was amazing. So I emailed home office asking if I could go out to Corona for this Facebook Live training, because I knew that I needed something to help with my lives. And I kind of just thought, okay, whatever, we'll see. And again, they blow my mind. Whenever I'm thinking like, no, Liz, they're not reading that. They read it, and they email me back and say, absolutely, pick a weekend or pick a week, whatever it was that you want to come. And if you can get yourself out here, you are more than welcome to come. And I just remember being blown away, like, okay, I guess I should always ask for what I want, maybe. So Facebook Live training was amazing. I went in December, just before Christmas, and they had a lot of retailers who had kind of, I don't want to say unlock the mystery, but had success with their lives on Facebook. And they also had experts, social media experts, Facebook experts there to present to us on actually Facebook as a medium, and Facebook as an influencer, and Facebook on a technical level to help us understand how it works. And that was amazing. Literally sitting there almost like a continuing education class on Facebook, and then hands-on experience with other retailers who just showed us, little things that you could do to show more of you, show your personality. And honestly, I think that's what was missing the whole time, is I just wasn't allowing myself to be me. I was too guarded. And this training was amazing because it showed me that the more true to yourself you are, with some technical understanding of Facebook too, that you can really relate better to the people that you're trying to reach. There are definitely days that I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. My husband finds it humorous when I say I just want to be a lady of leisure today. And you know what? As a business owner, as a small business owner myself, then I can actually do that. And there's days that I'm working really hard, and it might be a whole Saturday if I have an event, or there may be from literally after dinner until midnight where I'm working really hard, but it's all worth it, and I'm choosing that time. But thankfully, that's a decision that I get to make. Every person who begins with LuLaRoe is given the tools to succeed. The trainings are there. The online trainings are there, so in person and online. The clothes are there. They get shipped right to your house. And really, it's up to you to make what you want out of the business. So there's days I don't really want to work, and that's okay. But then I know that the next day or the day after that, if I want to reach my goals, that I have to work a little bit harder those days. But there's nothing keeping me back from reaching those goals but myself. With LuLaRoe, I wake up every morning, I get my kids ready for school, and then I head to yoga, and then I come back, and then I use the time in the afternoon for LuLaRoe. And it's amazing because everyone, my customers, they seem to know that sometime between 9:15 and 11 o'clock, you're really not going to be able to get in touch with me, and that I'll definitely be practicing yoga, and that makes me laugh. But it's good that they know that's where I am. When I made the decision to not go back to work after having my older daughter, it was really hard for me emotionally, because I wasn't able to contribute anything financially to our household income, and that weighed heavily on me. I thought about a part-time job in a clothing store, but then childcare costs more than the money I would make. And a beautiful thing about LuLaRoe is, like I said, I'm home, I'm working from home, I'm contributing to my family financially. I'm taking us on trips. We just went to Philadelphia for my daughter's 11th birthday. Paying for the medical bills, and it's made me feel more like Liz, the Liz before kids. The person I was when I was working in e-commerce for all those years, the person who kind of wilted like a flower from motherhood. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that I have an entrepreneurial spirit, and it was lost, and I've got that back, and the confidence even in myself. I sit up a little bit taller. I'll wear whatever I want. So it's having daughters I really want them to take two things away from watching me as a business owner. One is that you can do anything you set your mind to. And two, that everybody is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. There is no ugly. And I think that this business in particular really allows me to relay this to the girls, and they see it, and you should hear them when the little one likes to pretend she's me live, and we'll do this. This is a Cassie. I'm LuLaRoe Liz Small.
Hi, my name is LuLaRoe Liz Small.
You
42, small Cassie. This one has a fun print. I almost kept this one for myself.
At this beauty. Hello, Anna. Look at this, Carly. Yes, I had this one in what? Yes. And TC leggings. It's basically like you're wearing jeans and leggings on top, but your jeans are really leggings. That's how good this is. It looks so professional when I'm on Facebook with my bright red lips, but really I'm just a mom who is in her basement that is half playroom and half LuLaRoe, using a kid's chair to put her computer on while her children play. What I really love is here I am surrounded by my boutique, but if you just walk around the corner, you're gonna enter my kids' boutique. No, it's my kids' playroom. So the girls can be hanging out in the same room as me. Yeah, and everybody's together. It's like all my info is in the video description, where you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. So if you would like to be styled, personally styled by me, or just want to see what my community of I call it my styling community, is all about, please come and check it out. I would love to meet you. I would love to talk to you. I'd love to know what looks you're looking for, what your style needs are.